Welcome back to another episode of Save Point Podcast, episode 41. For this week,
Hey, you did
for this week, I, nabjr, will be the host. Whether that's good or bad, we'll see. Rate me on the episode after in the comment section. Anyways, for this week, we have Big Boy Eddie
Hey guys.
and the one and only, the man behind the scenes, ErickRN. Yeah, and me, nabjr. But we're
You
back.
introduced yourself already, but yeah.
Yes, I reintroduced myself. I just had to, it just felt right. Um, so what's everybody been up to this past week? What you guys been playing or doing?
The same of everything. So I've been playing with you a bunch of Valheim and Divinity, and on my own, whenever I do have time that you guys are not on, I've been playing Neo. Which, for those of you who don't know, it's a Souls-like game, so it's kind of like Dark Souls, but it's all based in Japan and like Japanese lore. So it's pretty fun.
Hmm. And what is your favorite part about it?
That it's based in Japan. I'm kidding. It's just that it's really pretty. I've always liked those kind of games. I mean, you've heard me play whenever I join the call and I'm playing. You hear me get pissed over and over again. Earlier this week, before the recording, not today. I had been trying to kill a single boss for like 2 hours, non-stop, getting mad, and while Nick and everybody else was waiting for me to join for Valheim, until 2 hours later I finally beat it and then I joined them.
Yeah, true story. He kept yelling. He kept dying. But I think I saw you play it once and it looked cool. I just probably wouldn't
It's
play
fun.
it because it's single player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You can play it in the multiplayer, but caveat being, you're better off with just playing with one more person, because then it can probably get messy. Like if it's like Dark Souls, I'm not sure. Some places let you have two people. One or two places let you have, I think, three. But for the most part, you're better safe with just one extra partner, so two people playing it. So it is multiplayer.
Interesting. And then in Valheim, we've just been doing stuff because I think since last week, last week is when we learned about iron, right? And then we've just been iron collecting.
When our last member finally was able to join us,
yeah.
Like, okay, let's do the boss before they can't join again.
Well, yeah. What about you, Eric? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? The same thing as Eddie. Nothing. I haven't done anything. I've been I've just been watching movies, watching TV shows. I haven't really played anything lately that I remember, at least.
What have you been watching?
It's because I got the HBO Max. So I watched the Godzilla, the King Kong, the first ones, so I can get ready for next week's.
Why didn't you tell us? You could have streamed it. We could have watched it all together.
Because he's watching it in a 65-inch TV.
Yeah, but you can still... Oh, no, I guess, huh?
No,
you can do what George does and connect your computer in the living room.
I'll put the camera to record the TV.
Cállate, pirata movie.
Yeah, freaking pirata movie with the screen all shaky.
Hey, I remember when I was watching like anime movies. That's how I would watch them. Oh, in terms of anime movies, I think we're gonna get the Demon Slayer movie in, was it April or something? They announced that it's finally coming to the US.
How are they gonna do it?
I have no clue.
Do you think theater?
I think it's gonna be in theaters.
You think so? Or well,
I think that's what I read. And it's perfect timing because I just finished Demon Slayer.
Forever. It's so good though. So good.
I watched it all in one day. But
well, I mean, it was out.
Not much out there.
But it has been out for a while.
What, it's 24 episodes, right?
Oh, speaking of which, at least from where I'm watching anime, they're saying that the Spider one's gonna be 24 episodes.
Oh, really? I just watched the newest episode.
Without spoilers, you remember what I told you? I think that character that came out with the pink hair. No.
No.
They have a flashback, and they're like, oh, this person appeared out of nowhere, and I was the only one left, right? Trying not to be too spoiling. And then they show pink hair.
I think I do.
I think that's the person.
Well, we'll see, because Eric was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? But
I'm trying not to make
I
it
know.
as obvious or a spoiler as possible.
There's this anime about this spider, this person that gets
isekai?
Yeah, it's an isekai. Gets reborn as a spider.
Reincarnated.
Oh yeah, reincarnated as a spider. Some people are monsters, some people are humans, and then some people have gender change. I think. And pretty much the spider gets like one of the persons is a spider. Yeah, it used to be a human.
And that's the point of view, the main point of view of the anime. You see her leveling up and all this other stuff. It's pretty fun.
It's looks a little bit weird because of the CGI, but still pretty cool.
It's not as heavy as Aijin though, or Aijin, however that one was spelled, or the robot one that George really likes.
Oh yeah,
the old man robot. Like,
yeah.
I like the basis of that anime, but I cannot stand the CGI.
Yeah, it looks very weird. But it's also like this one, like when they are in the imagine a normal anime, Eric, like they reborn into a high school or something, and then whenever it's the scenes of the high school, it's fine. But then whenever they switch to the monsters, they they just changes, the style changes, and just in those areas. But it still looks good. But the main character is the one that looks a bit different from everything else, and like the bad guys, the enemies.
Did you ever see Decadence?
Yeah.
That I think that's where they pulled it off really well, like switching to art styles.
Oh yeah, Decadence did a really good job. When there was like the other side and then the other side. Yeah. But anyways, oh yeah, you were watching Dragon Ball, Godzilla?
Dragon Ball.
I mean, you love Dragon Ball. It's safe to assume you watched it somehow in some kind of range this past week.
Have I? I feel like nah. I've been watching what's it called, the Dragon Ball versus Naruto raps on YouTube.
See, to some degree, he's been watching Dragon Ball.
But nah, I've been watching a lot of movies. I also watched Ready Player One.
That's such a good movie.
Middle school all over again. Freaking middle school all over again. All the Linkin Park AMV music videos or whatever they're called.
And what else? I feel like I watched something else, but I can't remember. It was a Winter Soldier, and then the
Winter Soldier movie or the show?
The show, Winter Soldier.
Oh, the show came out already? Okay, because I kept seeing people talk about it on Twitter, and I honestly thought they were just talking about the trailer because I don't know when it comes out. I guess I should probably start watching that when I get some time, but
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one or the one, whatever.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Oh, I have Disney Plus, but I haven't seen it. I haven't had time. I've been really busy. I'm behind in all my shows. I'm technically behind on anime too. No, I'm behind in my anime too. Well, not with some of them, but with some of them I am. Like all the Slice of Life ones that I was watching just for fun, I'm behind in all of them.
Yeah, I fell behind with Mia, even though that one's kind of adorable.
Yeah. Anyways, we kept switching. Okay, Eric. Yeah, Eric. Wait, so you watched how was the Winter Soldier? At least you watched it already, or is it only episode by episode, like just like Wanda?
It's weekly, so
okay.
I just watched the first episode.
Was that good? Recommend? 100% better than Wanda's first episode?
I liked Wanda's first episode too.
Then maybe it might not be.
I mean, this one feels more MCU compared to the
Is it better than The Mandalorian?
Oh, of course. Mandalorian is it's good, but it's low level good.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way. I feel like they never reach it never reaches its full potential, in my opinion.
You're wrong. I
my
think they did an
opinion.
amazing job. There's no
It's better than the movies that came out.
yeah, that even though I love the power fantasy thing, there's a lack of it, which was kind of refreshing.
My problem was that it felt like it was just like a quest. Like it was like episode starts, hey, I need to do this,
What?
and then they're like, no, I need to find this person, and then they're like, well, do this for me, and then I'll tell you. And then he does it, and then they send him somewhere else, and then, hey, I need to do
They
this,
didn't,
and then
they didn't bring you memories of your RPG days?
Yeah,
um, I mean, it did, but like, I
Every-
don't know.
every episode was like one fulfilled thing from start to end, I think. I personally like that, but I mean, I still enjoyed the series. It still builds up, like you said, but it was building up episode by episode, and every episode is self-encapsulated unless like they reference things that happen in the in other episodes.
Don't get me wrong, I was hyped to watch it every week, but it's not the same like with the MCU ones. Because the MCU ones, I feel like since we haven't had that, and since we haven't had anything right now, we're like all wondering what's gonna happen in Phase 4, and this is like the beginning of it, and they're teasing what's gonna happen. So like, yeah,
there's a lot of people thinking it's gonna be some kind of young Avengers, which seems pretty cool.
Teen Titans.
oh, yeah, Teen Titans.
You know,
Teen
even though
Titans.
it has nothing to do with it, I'm kind of bummed out that we're not gonna see like Wolverine, at least not what's the actor called?
Not Hugh Jackman's version.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Hugh Jackman and it sucks because he's the spitting image of Wolverine.
Why wouldn't it be? Because he's too old?
He doesn't want
he's
to.
done with the role.
He doesn't want to be Wolverine no more?
He did it for like 10 years.
What? Is he being Iron Man? Iron Man's gonna be Iron Man forever. I don't give a shit if he changes his name.
That's why fuck, I forget their names. Robert Downey Jr. does it too. He's like, I don't want to just be known as Iron Man.
Well, he is.
They wanna.
He's fucked now.
He's Iron Man.
Yeah.
How about that? Oh, when you said Teen Titans.
Same thing with Daniel Radcliffe. What is he? Just Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Harry Potter.
That's what they don't want.
He can't be anything else.
Hey, you still make all the money, so whatever.
Well, yeah, but at that point, I'm pretty sure they're not doing it for the money.
I mean, yeah, but their career is pretty much centered around being that character.
Oh, when you said Teen Titans, I remembered yesterday I woke up early so I can have enough time during the day to watch the Snyder Cut.
Oh.
That's like 4 hours long.
So Eddie didn't want to join us, but we were actually watching a part of it, so eventually there'll be a movie review out there whenever that ends up getting released for that, but we haven't finished it. We watched up to like part 3, part 4 of it, but yeah, I can't say no spoilers into how I feel because that's gonna be in the review. But we were watching it. We're still not done, but we're gonna do it like 2 parts. So like part 1, we're gonna do like half of the movie, and then part 2 we'll do the other half. Because it's pretty long. Did you finish it all in one sitting?
Yep. I enjoyed it.
Trying to make time my butt.
No restroom break?
The way you make it sound.
No restroom breaks.
Damn.
I could have watched it in the theater. No problem.
Speaking of like sitting down watching series and movies, my parents finally listened to me, and I convinced them to watch some kind of either sci-fi or crazy, not action series. They started watching Stranger Things.
Oh wow! I mean, Stranger Things is good.
It is, and they're like 4 episodes in in one sitting.
Oh,
I haven't seen it either.
Well, you should, Eric. It's good.
I haven't seen it either. I was forced to watch the 2nd season out of nowhere with Nick and everybody else.
With Nick.
Dude,
Remember that? Do you remember that?
No.
We were at George's place and we voted.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think you were there.
I was like, I wasn't sure if. Well, I was guessing it would either be Ruben's or George's.
Yeah, I was at George's, and I enjoyed the 2nd season without any context towards the first one.
I mean, it's kind of like, well, I guess this may be a little too far-fetched, but it's kind of like watching Scooby-Doo, but like Scooby-Doo is funny. And this is not.
It's a mystery solver.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it started and that they're playing obviously in Spanish and they're talking about D&D, my dad's like, what are all these words? What are they talking about?
How do they say it in Spanish?
Demagogo or something like that. The demagogue.
Mm.
And I paused it real quick because he kept asking questions, and I explained to him what Dungeons and Dragons was, and he was like, "I remember hearing about that as I was growing up in my late teens, early 20s. They called it the Devil's Game, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that one."
Oh my god.
What didn't
Well, I mean,
they call
it's
that?
true.
What didn't they call it?
It's true though.
I didn't know they
called
called
it,
it that. What? I thought that's what they called the Ouija.
No.
Well, the Ouija board.
Yeah.
But they called it's the same thing that they did with Pokemon, like later in our childhood, that it was Devil's Game.
That's what they kept saying.
That's the same thing. It made your mind go crazy, and I don't know what. But it turns out that most of the time that the people that played those games were decent human beings.
Yeah, and they thought outside the box. Cool.
So yeah, the first episode was a good 20 minutes of explaining what Dungeons and Dragons was, because he was adamant on knowing what that was because it sounded so familiar. And when I explained it, they're like, "All right, okay, cool, you can leave now." So, and then I came back and continued playing Valheim with you guys.
Oh. Nice. Oh.
But they enjoyed it.
That's good though. Oh.
I wanted to get them to watch either Castlevania or Blood of Zeus, but they're like, "Nah, it's animated."
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why. Like, it's like annoying for my parents. Like, I'm okay with calling it, like, to some extent, I'm okay with calling anime cartoons if that's what they want to call it, right? Whatever. But I get annoyed that they like, oh, it's animated, like it's not worth watching. Like, yeah, like movies and anime are essentially the same shit. It's just a form of, some storyline.
You know what finally convinced, at least when I was younger, my parents, one of the first things that well, not first, but one of the more memorable things that I can remember that convinced them, like, oh, it's not just cartoons. They walked on me, I don't think this is spoilers because it's been a while. They walked on me watching Attack on Titan the first time Eren gets eaten.
Oh.
They're like, the fuck are you watching? It's just a bunch of
Estoy viendo caricaturas.
like, these are the cartoons you say I keep watching. They're like, oh, okay, I get your point.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. My parents always call it like, oh, I don't know. They always like, oh, están viendo caricaturas. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Or like, cause my cousins, like Julian and them, they all watch it too. And a lot more people are starting to watch anime now. I guess because of Netflix, probably. But my parents or your like grandparents, like all still like, oh, caricaturas, whatever. Or like even if like a Disney movie's playing the same shit.
Yeah. They think it's like a Disney movie or a Pixar movie.
Yeah, they're just like, eh. But I mean, I would sit down and watch Shrek again. I mean, I watched it a billion times when I was small, but before we go to me, do you have any other things to add, Eric? We keep spinning off, Eric.
I also watched Frozen 2 and The Good Dinosaur, and it's by Pixar. I didn't know that.
I think it came out just as the pandemic started, right? That's why I didn't really like reach into like.
I think so. I'm not sure. I
Didn't even know that movie existed. Not a show from a long ass time ago?
No, you're thinking about the Land Before Time.
Oh.
Yeah. And what was the other one? Pacific Rim, the one on Netflix.
Oh, the animation. How was that? I haven't seen it. The anime. Ah, fuck. I've been hyping to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
In terms of like story, it was pretty cool, but I wanted more action.
Speaking of mechs, they had a quick line of Gumbla for what was the movie called again? You just said it.
Pacific Rim?
Yeah, Pacific Rim. They actually sold models for a bit, but they were kind of expensive.
Oh, the Complas? Yeah, that'd be cool, but I feel like later, when I have a place and a room that I'm like gonna be in for a while, maybe I'll start collecting more like that. But because the one
You would
thing I
actually sit
noticed,
down and do Goomba.
well, not for putting it together, but because I want to have him like in a room that just like has a bunch of shit in it. Like,
Yeah, I get you. You want to collect anime memorabilia, but I'm surprised you would try out like the car building, the Gunpla building, because that shit takes forever.
I mean, I've tried it. I don't know if I'll like it, but either I try it or I just buy it and finish finished products. Be like, Eddie, do you have some shit you don't want? Uh,
I'm
but
tired of this one here.
um, but because like right now, y'all know, I have like 50 board games, which technically is not a lot compared to other people I've met. Um,
But it takes up space.
but yeah, they take up space, and then when you're moving, it's a huge pain in the ass. So now, like, imagine having a ton of freaking collectible like gunplas, or even if it's just like pops that you take out of the boxes or things like that. And then moving, it's annoying. It's like a lot of work.
So you just want to wait till you're in a bit more of a rooted position.
Yeah, I like the board games. I'm thinking of. I still want to get some, but not like. I'm trying not. I want to not get as many. But of course, right now I haven't really. Well, I want to say I haven't really been getting any, but I've been buying some on Kickstarter because I was like, oh, they'll get here till next year. um, since I'm like, if I buy one right now, it's not like nobody's been playing, right? But maybe soon, maybe next year, we'll be able to play board games again. But
I mean, once we're all vaccinated.
yeah.
I can lose again at lying because I suck at lying.
We can
You and
play
me both, buddy.
non-lying games.
Okay, so anything else to add, Eric, before we get off on the tangent again?
I also watched. I'm playing. Nah, I already. I think that was it. I don't know.
Well,
What?
so I guess what I've been doing is pretty much like I said, Eddie and I have been playing most of the games when I play. I've just been, like I said last time, I was literally just been studying, taking interviews, and then taking time off, playing Valheim and Divinity. And I know for Valheim now, I think, like I said, we've just been literally fighting tons of iron. Oh, and then Eddie upgraded our house. It's like,
Fucking mansion now, and I haven't finished.
yeah, and it's not done yet, but he finished the roof, I think. The roof is done, right?
That was the hardest part, yeah.
Yeah. And he died like 20 times or something. But so we built the roof, and we just got iron armor for everybody. In Valheim, and then in Divinity, we just leveled up. I think we just left the beginner island. Is that what it would be called?
Yeah, if we finished Act 1, yeah. Fort Joy.
Cool. And then now we got like cool new abilities.
Oh, we're playing in modded, so there's like a bunch of abilities and stuff like that.
Okay, so even more abilities.
I also than normal, yeah. That's the amount of abilities that there is available in normal vanilla.
Mhm.
It's like a third.
Oh, it's a third of what we have. Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, we got new
But,
abilities.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also I added a mod that gives you more points when leveling up, just so we can try stupid or crazy builds.
Oh, okay. So before, like, how many points do you get when you normally level up? Like, oh, okay. That's what you were saying. We get 3. Okay.
Yeah, you get an extra one, and you get the other ones a little bit more often. I don't remember what they're called, but when you choose the perks, or when you choose if you want to put it in sneaking, thievery, lore master, luck, you'll get them a little bit more often rather than every other like 2-3 levels.
Well, yeah. I think I normally, so I think I said a ranger, a summoner. Then I've only been able to pretty much use one ability with my summoning, and I just got like 10 of them more or some shit. But I can summon. Yes, that Eddie stole from me. We didn't have to buy all of them, even though we learned we could have stolen all of them because there was another person.
another NPC with the same freaking books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the game, Eric, it only lets you rob from one specific NPC just once. It doesn't matter if you see them in a different scenario. It doesn't matter if you see them in a different act, in a different map. If it's the same named character, you can only steal from them once,
And you can only steal a certain amount.
depending on your level.
No,
This is the one that looks like a PS1 game, right?
no, this is
No.
for Divinity.
Divinity.
Oh,
It's
Divinity.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, the game that I bought to play with Eddie and I never played.
Yeah, and I kept inviting you and you never played. Yeah. that one.
You didn't invite me, but you were trying to play, and I don't know what happened to your game that you couldn't start it
Oh
up.
yeah! Remember that I told you I was having issues with that game like about a year and a half ago? It was that, and for whatever reason, I got like 2-3 updates, and then Ruben was like, "Hey, let's fucking play! Let's play! Let's play! Let's play!" I'm like, "All right, fine, I'll try it," even though I was having issues, and it freaking worked. And since then, I'm like, I'm not gonna touch anything.
So it wasn't me.
You can join us. We're 3 people. There's
Yeah.
still room for one more, but your character would already be built.
I don't even know how to play.
And then
Okay, you just learn. But yeah, we've been playing that. And then I've just been studying. Hopefully soon we can find a job, so I don't have to worry about money and health shit. I think that's. Oh, and I guess with that aspect, I guess like one of the things that I've been doing, like aside from this, is pretty much because of all my issues, is learning about ergonomics more and more, even though I already knew some stuff because of work. And so I have so I had a normal mouse.
cute to everybody straightening out their back. When you said ergonomics, I was like, oh shit, I need to put down the shoulders.
Good, yeah, that's what I keep trying to remember. But so there's ergonomic mouse and ergonomic keyboards. I used to have just a normal mouse, and well, now I have a vertical mouse, and so there's like this. So this is a vertical mouse. See, essentially you grab it like this.
It looks like he straight up just tilted a normal mouse sideways.
That's essentially what it is. It's a vertical.
Yeah, I
The
know.
point
but
is
just the way
that
you show it,
your hand
keep
is straight, so that this, like this, normally it's like this when we use it normally. So like this, it doesn't hurt your pretty much your wrists here. So I got this new mouse. This one's apparently made for like small to medium hands, specifically this one. But I'm not sure if it works for me well. The one I currently have is even bigger. So it's like same thing except huge.
Have you tried FPS with that?
Yeah, well, no, guess not really, not a shooter yet.
Wait, do you play Valheim with that?
Yeah,
Interesting. I wonder how it would feel like with like.
it's weird at the
uh,
beginning,
FPS.
but after a while, it doesn't feel too weird. The only thing is that like the big one is super big, so like my hand, I don't know if it's in the right spot, so that's why I got the small one. But I need to try it out again. But because the small one seemed like it was hurting me more, like I wasn't sure if I was feeling pain because I was just feeling normal pain. And oh, I guess another thing that happened this week that I didn't say earlier was that I got the vaccine, the first dose of the vaccine.
Same
And I
here.
think we all got it actually. Apparently, me and Eddie got the same day. Eric got it the day after. But I felt like more pain that day. So I don't know if it was because of the vaccine or just because I just felt more pain.
When they put it, did you feel the weird like wormy sensation going around your arm?
No, I just felt pain.
Because they're like, how are you feeling? I was like, I don't know if this is normal, but I'm feeling like a tingling, like hormiguitas, one little like ants, like
Mhm.
white noise,
Mhm.
whatever, like the white noise feeling, or like I was literally feeling it go like that.
Like it
Oh
was
yeah, that's
spreading.
normal. You're fine. Yeah. I was like, okay. But my arm did get pretty messed up just for like a day. I couldn't really move it without feeling like high pitch pain because of a bruise, I guess.
What about you?
I
Did
was
you?
pretty good. I was pretty good most of the day. And it was until what was it? No, it wasn't. Then until the next day, my arm did hurt, but it wasn't like anything crazy. It just felt sore. But like around 4 or 5 p.m., my head started to hurt a lot. It doesn't usually hurt, so I think it was because of that. Because most of the day it was hurting, and it wasn't like crazy, but it was like annoying. It was just annoying.
Yeah, my arm, like, it hurt. Like, having a normal, as long as I didn't move the actual arm, I can have full motor skill.
I could go like this, but I couldn't go like this.
Yeah, I never tried that, but as soon as I would move like the actual bicep, I would feel like a tight pain. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, my mom couldn't lift it like this, so my brother, me, and my mom got it. My grandma and grandpa already got the first dose. My dad couldn't get it because he wasn't here, but so we all got it, and for me it hurt, but it didn't hurt as much just because I've been feeling so much pain. I honestly, at this point, I'm just like,
underneath.
Yeah, but my mom was like, because they were saying like it hurts, and like they couldn't lift the arm like this, and I was just like, well, I mean, I guess it hurts. Like, I mean, I just feel pain every day, so
yeah, it's far over here, so I'm okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that happened. All right, so then I got the mouse, and I think the same day it got in the mail. But then when I was trying, my wrist kept hurting. Well, actually, my arm and the wrist kept hurting, so I kind of stopped. So I'm gonna try it again later. But I guess let's stop right there. But in terms of that, like in terms of mouses, y'all, what type of mouse do y'all have, and do you have like a preference, or you just get like whatever?
I have a Corsair.
Corsair, is that Logitech? Yeah, Logitech. Do you have a normal one, or is it one of those 30 button ones? Okay.
Yeah, just a 2-button one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like, did you all even know that these type of mice existed?
Nope.
Yes, I worked at Best Buy, so I saw everything.
That's true. And then they also have like one that has a little ball, and then you can use that one. And then, have you tried using it?
We're going back in time.
I played around with the ones that, like, when I was at work. There.
No, wait, not the old ones, not with the.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. It's like a giant red ball on top.
Well, yeah, there's like variations of it where they just have the ball like somewhere over here, and that's what you use for moving, I think, instead of like moving the whole mouse, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if it was in Tamiyu. Did Tamiyu have like little?
No, they had red laser ones.
No, I remember using like little, was it kiosks or kiosks? What do you call them?
Kiosks.
Kiosks. That they had like a little keyboard and it had like a little ball.
Ball mouse.
Yeah.
In middle school, I would have, even though thinking about it now, it's kind of gross. I would have fun cleaning out the freaking ball because we had ball mouse pad or mouses. Like take out the with a freaking paper clip or whatever. Since class would be boring or like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but some students were a bit slower than others, so they would take their time with some stuff. I would just be playing with the mouse, cleaning out the nasty gunk coming out with a paper clip, or just sticking it through with like a little ball like on the mouse and just taking all the dirt out. I mean, in retrospect, that is fucking disgusting, but that's how I would pass time.
Yeah, I remember those. And then there's also like fancier ones that are literally like, kind of like a touch one. Just imagine like a square, and then you just like touch it. Kind of like a touchpad. They're usually like look like Apple ones. I think the majority of them are Apple, but they might be like clones of it. There's also those, but I guess I'm trying this one out. And then what I've really been looking at right now is keyboards. And so I also didn't know this existed, but so I always had, I guess, a normal keyboard setup. Well, not always. So I guess there's like normal keyboard, which is like, you know, like what a laptop comes with. or like when you buy a very basic desktop.
The plastic ones.
Yeah, the plastic ones. And then the keys are made out of like circles that are membranes, and then they just touch. Um, what I used to have was just a mechanical keyboard, which is like what most gamers have. Do y'all have mechanical keyboards? Yeah.
Corsair as well. Yes.
Yeah, that's one I had the
Logitech.
Corsair. Logitech? Oh, I see a Logitech man over here. But
I can't.
sponsored by.
Are your headphones Logitech as well?
What?
Are your headphones Logitech as well?
They are.
Oh, he's a
my.
Logitech. Where's your Logitech shirt?
Logitech fanboy.
So I had that mechanical keyboard, and my friend Izzy just showed me split keyboards, which is what I currently have. So you see, this is the right side, and then there's nothing here, and then there's a left side to it. And the purpose of them is to like more align to your arms. So like
Your shoulders.
yeah, because your arms are supposed to be shoulder width apart, and yeah, you keep them like so. You just have them like this. Well, some people use them like this, but that's up to you. It's more you're supposed to have them like this when you like typing. And so I got this one. I've been trying it out maybe for 2 weeks now, and I think I'm enjoying it. The only thing is that for the specific model is that there's like a wire between them, right? And the wire is too small for me. And they do have a larger one, but I just didn't buy it.
Yeah. Now that you're saying all that, I'm playing with my arms, and you can't tell a big ass difference, like in the relaxed position.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me get closer. And like, you have to bring in your.
Yeah,
shoulder.
exactly. And so the whole point is that with them, like actually, if you have them set up so that you're in your actual rest position, then your shoulders are more in the right spots to where they're supposed to be. Versus when we normally have them, because our hands essentially end up coming like this or like this, depending how you
Hands
are.
and, like arms.
Yeah. So then this starts like that's how we get this like caved in thing instead of like being like we're all aware like oh we need to have a shoulder break. But so like promote.
Do they have any that are like mechanical though?
Yeah, so this one's not mechanical because it was cheaper and I just wanted to try it out. This one was $100. But this one also is a little bit different. So it comes with like some special keys on the left side that I haven't touched yet. And it doesn't have a numpad. Personally, I don't really care too much about the numpad. Don't use it very much.
I do. I use it a lot.
But you kind of get used to it. Huh?
Eddie does all his taxes and he needs to keep.
So for
I need it for other stuff. You'd be surprised. I do need the number pad a lot.
But some people like you can like if you were, for example, this specific this keyboard or this company, which is called Freestyle 2. That's the name of the keyboard. You can also buy just a numpad and then like have that as well and put it wherever you want. But what I lately found out or what I saw was this other one that is called Dogma Lab. And I guess
I personally like to see like pretty keyboards. I don't know if you've been to the subreddit. There's like a subreddit on obviously Reddit where they show like really pretty keyboards. Like I forgot what the subreddit is called, but it got popular because someone was giving a giveaway. They had made and designed a keyboard with the cherry blossoms in mind. It was like super light pink, and then it had the keys across the whole keys. It was like a painting of a branch with like the leaves. I was like, oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah, my brother showed me that he actually wants one that's kind of like that. It's like a bear and bamboo, but it's pretty much by. I think you can buy this one. I think they're Dockies or something with a D. I forgot the brand.
Dockies or something like that.
Yeah, I think something like that. That's what it is, at least. And then they have a lot of different setups. But the one I'm talking about, sadly, I can't really pull it up in the screen. But here, since Dogma Lab, that's the name of the company / keyboard, I believe. Or just Dogma, actually, not Lab. So it's DYGMA, but it's very similar keyboard. So it's it's a two-thing type of keyboard. You can actually put it into one if you want to, and then like flip, like take it off, and it converts into two pieces. The only thing is that this one, the one I currently have, has a string attached to it, like for like this, right? And that one, it has like, it comes with a string there, and then pops out like that from there instead of from each other. But that one, well, I forgot this one. They also offer it in mechanical keyboard. It just costs $200 more. That one
What's
already.
the actual website? I want to check it out real quick.
Yeah, Diagma.
The way you spelled it here, it didn't come out.
Yeah, let me just put the one.
DYGMA. DYGMA.
Try clicking on the link that I just put there. If you just click on the. Yeah,
Where did you put it?
in the Notion.
Okay.
But this one's they only have it.
They're really cool.
I know, right? It looks so cool. But this one's $300. So like, there's a version of the one I currently have that's $300, but it has
They're
mechanical.
not as cool anymore.
It's not cool.
Wait.
It's not cool.
I haven't. You just thought it was cool by just looking at it. I haven't even told you what's cool about it yet. So this one, it is two, like I said. There's a little bit differences. So like this one, they only have a mechanical version of it, and then you can.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by this one.
By the DYGMA, the Diagma
Oh, okay.
keyboard.
I thought you were talking about a specific model.
No, they only have one keyboard for Diagma, at least right now. I think their whole thing revolves around it.
Right?
But what's cool about it is that, so that one splits off, right? Or you can put it together. So that one doesn't add these extra keys that the one I currently have adds. So the Freestyle 2 one, which is the one I currently have, adds some extra keys. They also have the arrow keys, and the Diagma does not have that. But what the Diagma does have is that usually, so underneath your thumbs, like usually just a spacebar, right? They add like 2 extra keys right there. And so I was watching a video, and then they're like, let's say you're pressing backspace or delete, right? Backspace and delete are like far away, so you have to go like this every time you want to use them. Like if you're typing correctly, technically. So instead, you can put them in those 2 special keys. So like, you, instead of going like this all the way over there, moving your whole hand, you just go like this. Like if you're pressing spacebar is here, but the other button would be delete or backspace. So I was like, damn, that's really cool. Like, honestly, that's like, to me, that's like, because I don't want to move my whole arm, right? The only thing that it doesn't have the arrow keys, but another thing they do is that you can essentially program your whole keyboard so that you have different layers, so that you toggle between the layers. So like, you press 1, and then it switches all the whole keyboard to whatever you say. So like, you'll just switch, I don't know, WASD if you wanted for that to be your arrow keys instead on your left side. So you press a button, and then it'll switch the layer to that, so that in your left side you use WASD as arrow keys. And if you wanted, you can switch to your right one so that it's a numpad. So then you use your, what would normally be your words, like AYUIHJKL. So pretty much the right side of the keyboard, right, to just be numbers. And I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I'm really interested in buying this keyboard right now. But
I want the actual number pad.
But like, it's because it's all about efficiency and not moving your hand.
Yeah, you would just have to get used to it, right?
Yeah.
The function key, whatever it is you said, and then it turns it in.
Yeah. I think this is really cool. I don't know what y'all think. I guess for me, since I code, like, I always, like, if I do a typo at backspace, so I move my freaking arm all the way over there, switch it.
Like, for you, it would be fucking amazing, because that's what you do 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
You would do 8 hours a day, and that adds up real freaking quick.
Yeah, and well, like, a lot of people that are usually on their computer, and even for a gamer, like, what I've been noticing right now is that, you know, technically, we only use when we're gaming. When it's a mouse game, if you're right-handed, you use your mouse in your right hand, right? And then
Mhm.
your left hand will be on WASD probably, or maybe some other keys. But essentially, you don't use the right side of the keyboard. So, like, let's say you get like this keyboard or any of these versions where it's only two parts. So you can essentially move the right side to like the left, just
Away.
move it away, and then you just have your resting position for your right hand on your mouse, and then the left side is just going to be on your keyboard. So I don't know. I've been trying that right now with Valheim, and I feel like yesterday when I barely started trying it yesterday. It felt a lot better. But they also say like to try different things like this with this keyboard, and I'm really interested. I mean, I know there's going to be a curve to learning it, especially because of the arrows. Because I use the arrows a lot when I'm moving in code. I move around a lot, and also when you use the arrow keys, I don't know, like I'm sure I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you actually move your whole hand also to fucking use the arrow keys. So like having a key to toggle that so you can stay in line, like in that direction, I think will be really cool.
I think as a gamer, yeah, all you would have to do is use WASD, just add one of the function keys to turn into the arrow keys. It was just a little bit of wiring in your brain to use your left hand. You just press the function key, and then you want to go up, you want to go left, you want to go right. That's how you're used to.
Yeah. But I thought this was really cool. I mean, honestly, I really want to get this one. Like you said, it's a little scary because it's 300. But I want to try to get it. Maybe like when I find a job. Because like I said, there's going to be a learning curve on me trying to learn, because I use the arrow keys a lot. So trying to switch that, so that would slow me down for like probably 2 weeks or something. But I really want to get it. I thought it was really cool. But with this in mind, I was going to ask you, like, do y'all have, so everybody has mechanical keyboards except me currently. Do y'all have a favorite switch? Like the actual switch color, like cherry, brown? I don't know. There's apparently a lot more.
About that. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I just grabbed the. At the time when I built my PC, I was really strict, or not strict. I was really, not a big budget. So I found the cheapest mechanical keyboard I found, which was the Corsair for like 110. I think
they're cherries. Probably.
They're probably cherries.
Yeah, probably. I like it. It's clickety clackety. I like it. So.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
Mine, they only had 2 versions when I bought it. They had it's because they're like, what's it called, custom made for Logitech, I guess. They call them the what's it called? Ya se me olvidó cómo se llama el botón. What'd you say they were called?
Switch?
Yeah, the switch. They call them the linear switch and the tactile switch. Tactile makes more noise, so you can feel the click. But I was like, I don't want it to be making a lot of noise, so I went for the linear ones. And they still make noise, but it's not like the other ones. I did like it, but I noticed that.
So it's not like.
Yeah, the other one's like. And
I like that personally.
And I liked it. Well, I still like them, but I've been having some issues where the freaking keys don't work for some reason. Mostly the enter key. The enter key never works. The one in the middle, the one on the numpad does work.
Yeah. Oh, but and the real one, the real
one doesn't work. And I always need to like clean it out, but I don't know why I need to be doing that if it's like clean.
Get the one that Nick posted then.
Dude, you could. But also, so I think your keyboard is probably like hard coded with it. But like this keyboard, the Dogma one, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Dogma. Oh, I think it's actually called Raise, the name of the keyboard. That's actually easier to say. Raise. So the Raise keyboard.
Who's Ray?
Huh?
Who's Ray?
But the Raise keyboard by Dogma actually allows you to switch out, like you yourself, the switches. And I thought that was cool too. But Yeah, like today I was reading an article because I know when I got mine, I got the browns because when I read, I was like, browns are for more casual typing. Even though I was gonna game on them, I was like, I'll just get the browns, and the browns still made noise, just like the cherries did. And honestly, it doesn't annoy me, but I want it to be a little more silent. So the next one I'm gonna try to get actually what essentially you're saying, the linear, um, but there's like some linear ones, and then they have silent on it as well. I don't know what's the difference between those and just like linear, not without silence on the actual name. So I'm gonna check that out, and then probably try to get one of those whenever I end up ordering it. But I do know that when I switch back to this keyboard, because like I said, this keyboard's not mechanical, the Firestyle 2 model that I got, uh, it took me a little bit to get used to not feeling the switch, because when with the mechanical keyboards you feel the switch like it fully compressed, or yeah,
Click.
yeah. But in this one I was like, I get to put more effort into it. I'm used to it again now, but yeah. But I don't know, that's pretty much what I like honestly been looking into lately, in terms of, and I just wanted to, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I asked y'all already, but your opinions on that. But I don't know, it's pretty crazy. There's like a lot of crap in terms of ergonomics, and there's even more keyboards than these. There's like so many keyboards, like our keyboards are like this, right? There's some keyboards that are like this, where essentially they curve, just because we naturally keep going like this. And so they made the position so that your hands go in like that. I don't know if it's truly better or not, but I definitely want to try to I want to try to master this keyboard. I feel like I can get this keyboard on lock, and then I'm not gonna like use the mouse much. Oh, and then whenever you do like this two left thing, like splitting, a lot of people when I guess they're like coding and stuff, because that's not when you use your mouse a lot, they put their mouse in the middle, in between both keyboards.
And then they move the keyboard like
Well, they don't move the keyboard. Then you just move the whole. Whenever you use the mouse, you just move your whole hand. But the point is that at that point, you're like not using your mouse a lot. I think at least that's what my assumption is. Um, so that like technically, it's better to have your both hands on your keyboards, right? And just have the mouse over here, so it's out of the way. Thought it was really weird, but I want to try it. Mainly when I'm programming, not when I'm playing games. When I'm playing games, like I said, I think dedicating the right side just for the mouse, and then my left side for the keyboard on the left side, is the way to go. For most games that use your mouse. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was wanted to talk about.
Ooh-wee. That was a long conversation.
So Eddie, you said first game you ever played? What?
Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, actually, before that, I was helping my brother out with some yard work earlier today, and I found this, which is pretty interesting. I have no idea how it would help you, Nick, but Eric, you might actually like this website. I've always nerded out with this kind of stuff. Just give me a second here. Chat. There you go. Check it out. It's OmniWall. The freaking just a bunch of different companies are sponsored by them. I wish.
I want something like this.
Yeah, it's basically a modular wall for your tools and whatever it is you want to put like on your garage, your tool set, maybe some other stuff. Pretty cool. And it has a bunch of different stuff you can put. Like the way my brother has it set up, he has his handheld tools, and then on the wall to the side, he has his like chainsaw, leaf blower, and all this other stuff. It's neat.
A flamethrower and
it's a tiny. I mean, he has a bunch of bushes and stuff. It's a 12-inch chainsaw. It's like handheld. It's super small.
I want something like this because I don't really have space to put things. And the garage is like a one-car garage. So There's not a lot of
Perfect
space.
then. You're welcome. This is perfect.
Arigato gozaimasu. Now I have more money to spend on stuff.
Yeah,
And
for those
like,
that can't, well, hopefully we'll get a picture on the screen what Eddie showed, but essentially it's a wall, and I think it has like little squares, right, with circles, so that you can attach different modular items on it. That's what essentially is, question mark.
Yeah, it's just pretty cool. It's you can like for example, there's like a bunch of little buckets that you can put with like the holes in the walls. You put your screws, you put your whatever it is you need. And me that I do is a lot more like HVAC stuff. I can put like my gauges, some leftover tops, lugs, screws, and like different stuff like that that's needed.
I was like, damn, this is
Dang,
really
capacitors.
expensive. But then I saw
It's
those are
perfect,
the
man.
those are the kits. They come with a bunch of other things.
Mixed with everything, yeah.
I just need the panels, and then slowly I'll add more things.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
Well, I mean, good things are usually expensive. Not to say anything.
That's why they're
But
that's why they're expensive.
yeah, I mean, like, I know this is really off topic. I saw this thing like to put board games in it, and it's like made for all different types of board game sizes, because the annoying part about board games is that they come in different sizes a lot. So
All the boxes are different shapes.
yeah, and so they made this thing that would work for all, like, any size essentially, but it's fucking expensive. And so hopefully one day I plan on buying it, but right now, poor me, can't afford that. So I'm thinking like later when I have the nice setup, that I want to have, I'll buy it and put it there.
Yeah, and the reason it caught my eye, even though it would be useless to use it like this, I was like, huh, that would look kind of cool if I were to put all my freaking model kits in like there. Yeah, like, but there's no point because you can just buy like cheap shells and stuff. But like, I saw all the holes. I'm like, oh, this is modular. This is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Especially for like work trucks and stuff. If you can figure out a way so it doesn't fly around all over the place, that could be another good idea. Or just like in your garage, in your little workshop areas, it doesn't take up space.
I'm gonna fill up one of my walls with one of those.
There you go. Perfect.
With a bunch of things I don't use.
But it might have to use once in a year.
Yeah. And at least you won't have a bunch of crap everywhere. At least it'll be visually pleasing. You're like, over there, over there, over there, over there.
I'm gonna put RGB lights.
Okay, calmate,
actually, that would look no. That would actually look really cool.
No.
Like if you like, for example, if you were to record what, let's say you get into woodworking, right? And your whole point is like you build stuff with wood. You can like in the background you have your tools. Imagine if it's well lit up with like RGB. That'd be freaking cool.
I agree.
It would be cool.
You see?
Just that,
Or just visually pleasing for yourself.
Yeah, as long as you like it visually pleasing for yourself. I think that's the biggest thing.
Or like the really bright like god lights or whatever they're called, where it's like specifically super bright so it looks like a shiny cone.
That'd be pretty cool.
Anyways, I got excited with that, which was pretty cool.
It is really cool.
But and anything else we can talk about, since we're doing it, like the whole subject matter, what was the first game you guys ever remember playing? Like your first ever memory of having a controller in your hand and playing video games. Eric.
I believe video game, I believe it was Gran Turismo 1 on the PS1. I think. Because that's when I got the PS1. And that was my first game, but I don't remember if I played something before that. I don't think I did.
Well, earliest memory, right?
I think it was Gran Turismo.
For me, it's between 3 games, but they're all for the same system because I honestly don't remember. It's either, most likely, because this is a bigger memory for me, Banjo-Kazooie or Turok. Oddly enough, it used to scare the crap out of me as a kid. Turok 2 more than anything, because I saw gameplay of Turok 1. I was like, I don't remember any of this. And then I was like, oh, let me check Turok 2. I remember all of this.
And you got scared
Yeah.
again. No, that.
I remember Banjo-Kazooie. I remember that one. I don't think I've heard of Turok. Turok.
It's basically future and dinosaurs. You're
Mm.
killing a bunch of dinosaurs. So it was that Turok, or I don't remember what it was called, but I want to say it was GoldenEye 007.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, one of those three. Oh, and then this other Nintendo 64 game where it was like boxing. I think you used to play it at my place as well. I don't remember.
Mm. I mean,
It's like the announcer was like, "Get ready to rumble," and then you would fight.
I remember that intro a lot. But I don't know
I
where
mean
from.
that's a specific dude that made it popular, right?
Yeah.
Like in the sport, actual sport. But it was an actual fighting game, and one of the only ones that my dad remembers, because it was this old man that you can play as, and he would have the old boxing style. You know, normally you just pick up your hands or whatever. This guy had them like this.
Hmm.
So those are my earliest memories of video games.
I think,
It was like me playing.
yeah, I think mine would be on the Nintendo. Because it's Nintendo and then Nintendo 64, right? And before that was a Sega. I don't really remember jack shit about the Sega.
I don't remember the order. There's the NES and the SNES.
Yeah, those guys I don't really. Yeah, the Super Nintendo is the one that. Well, actually, what's the difference between the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo? Or was it just Super Nintendo?
And the other one is not.
One's what? One's color?
One's Super and the other one is not.
Chingada madre.
Yeah, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and then the SNES, the Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
I think mine was a Super Nintendo, and it was like, cause that one was just a blocks, right? It was just a box square, and then it had like two purple rectangles. That
Yeah.
was like power and reset, I think. And
That's
then yeah, Super Nintendo, right? Yeah, and then my sister freaking destroyed it by putting cookies inside the freaking thing where you put the fucking cartridges in.
I didn't know you had the Super Nintendo.
I mean,
remember
yeah,
that.
when like, woo.
Well, yeah, obviously. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I used to have it. We used to play, but I don't know about us. I just know that playing it back in Mexico is what I remember. Like whenever I go, like I remember one Christmas we got like one of the Mario games, like I think Mario Brothers, and we would just play that like with my cousins, and then we played it a lot. Like it's either like that one or like one of them. I know it. I feel like back then it was all just Mario games, so I know Mario Bros was one of them, but I feel like there was like another one, another Mario one, but I don't remember the names of any of them. Honestly.
Yoshi's Island.
Huh?
Was it Yoshi's Island?
Well, I remember that one too, but I don't know which one was first. Like Mario Bros, Yoshi's Island, or there was another one where Mario you just had like stocks and you just have to like keep going. Like there was like a map that would appear and you'd be like, okay, you do this section, then you go to the next section, then you go to the next section.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
Maybe.
I think it's Mario
or 2.
Mario
Or most
3.
of them at that time had it like that either way. So.
But I think like that.
Oh, wait.
For...
Oh yeah. Was there like a little mountain and you had to like climb up, and then pass like a little? I think I know which one you're talking about. I think it's just Super Mario Bros. So Super Mario World. Super Mario World.
Maybe that one. But one of those, I think, were my like first ones. But it was definitely on the Super Nintendo. And then after I got like that one broke. 64. Yeah, because my sister destroyed it, and then we got the 64. And then I remember playing 007 and Banjo-Kazooie. I don't think I had that game, but like I
might play Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah. I feel like we used to play a lot of 007. Oh.
No, there was this other one that you had. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like SWAT related or something like that. It was third-person shooter.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what it's called, but we could pick up the weapons and then yeah.
We used to play it at the office. You guys used to have.
Yeah, my dad's house, the dad's office. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those were like probably like the first games.
I passed by the other day. The building's completely abandoned.
Oh really? Well, because the rent
broken
probably
windows
got
and everything.
expensive, and then with COVID, it made it even
No,
worse.
like 3-4 years
Oh,
ago,
okay.
it was like completely abandoned.
Mm.
Now I believe it's used as parking for
For
the
the
freaking
car
the
wash?
thing next to. They sell cars, but
Oh,
yeah,
they sell
car
cars.
wash.
Okay. Yeah, I think those are the earliest memories I remember. Because after Super Nintendo, and then later, that's when we get like Game Boy Advance and stuff, right? But that was like further. Yeah,
I think I had a PS1 before I was in kinder, so that's why I think Gran Turismo was the first game, and the second game was Resident Evil 2. Not that I played it.
That game used to scare the crap out of me. I used to watch my uncle play it.
No, fuck. That's all I
Oh,
would
like
hear. I
what
was
was
like,
that?
fuck.
Oh yeah. My whenever I would go, I've always used to go to Dallas for vacation. Well, it's more like outside of Dallas, and one of my uncles there at the time, guessing at that time maybe he was like our age, maybe early 30s. So he would be playing video games before his oldest son was born, right? And I vividly remember him watching play one of the Silent Hills. Or no, not Silent Hills, sorry, Resident Evils. And they used to scare the crap out of me, dude.
I remember.
And that and Rampage.
Oh yeah, I remember that game too.
That game was always fun. I was never scared of that one.
I was scared of Resident Evil, and because I would just hear my brother play it. I would watch some parts, but I just remember the scene where it's in the mansion. He opens the door, and then the zombie's on a sofa, and then he just like turns around, and I was like, okay, I'm never playing this. But then during high school, one of my friends lent me his PSN account, and he had the Resident Evil games for the PS1 there, and I played him on my PSP. On a
Man, like this isn't scary at
Why
all.
was I scared of this?
Because you were a kid. It's different.
Nomás se veía la cerca.
Yeah, I remember that. And another part that was vivid for me is when you're, I think like it's a carnival or something like that, because there's like a Ferris wheel in the background. You're going towards like a police station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember her names. I
remember
don't know.
both.
I don't think I had a PS1. I had a PS2. I don't think I ever had a PS1 though.
Oh, and then I remember for PS2, you used to have the Jack and Daxter games.
Yeah,
And I ended up getting them because they were so
they're
fucking
so
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
It was rad. I don't know if you remember that game, Nick.
That you were obsessed with that game, that you're like, oh, it's gonna be the next thing, the next best thing ever, and it just not Rat, sorry, Mag. I'm thinking about Mag for the PS3.
I'm thinking no, it's because I said it's rad because that's the name of the robot
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that one was really
I
cool.
think it was Robotic Alchemic Drive or something.
Oh, was that the one that
Wait.
was robots that you can fight against each other?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can also fight each other as little actual humans. But I was getting it confused with Mag or something like that. I think it was like for the PS3 that you were gonna be, oh, it's gonna be amazing, and I don't know what. And then it came out, you're like, oh, this thing's kind of sucks.
It was 250 some players online, everything. It was like,
Yeah. We're getting there though, which is nice.
Yeah, are. I mean, all these games scale with so many players now, and that's like the popular
Like
thing.
Warzone, it's 100 people, and it's pretty cool. I haven't played in a long time, but like battle royales.
Yeah, I mean, I think right after that, like they were doing so good with Warzone, with Modern Warfare came out, and then the other one came. I think I don't know why, but we all just stopped playing after that. Like, new game came
Black
out,
Ops
fuck this game, and then we stopped playing all the. Yes.
I didn't like it. I personally didn't like Black Ops. It was kind of garbage, personally, in my opinion. Maybe it's gotten better because it's been a while, but I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
It felt like, to me, it honestly felt like a step backwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, for my last two questions, I'll put them in a 2-in-1, because just to make it easier. A game you thought you would like, but you actually hate, and then the opposite, a game you thought you were gonna hate, but you ended up liking.
Damn,
Nick.
that's fucking hard on me. I don't even remember games that I wanted to get back then. uh, a game you thought you liked but actually hated. Game I hate. Hmm.
That you thought you would hate and then you actually liked as well. If you can't answer both, awesome. If you can't, just choose one.
Didn't enjoy. I mean, I guess Minecraft. I enjoyed playing it a little bit.
I fucking told you. It's fun.
But I still hate how it looks.
Well, I mean, you can't really get rid of that, huh?
No.
But it is fun.
I mean, it was fun to play with you guys. I played by myself. Hell no, I would not have fun by myself.
I personally enjoy playing it on myself occasionally, but I totally get you.
Yeah, in terms of the other one, I don't think I can answer because I don't even remember.
Yeah, and you don't really play much single player, huh?
No.
That would be the easiest to answer with like single player games. What about you, Eric? You should have a list, Mr. Gamer.
I only play games I like. I'm sorry. Okay.
I mean, what about a game you thought you were gonna like, but you're like, this is garbage? Like Mag?
I didn't play that. I knew it wasn't gonna be good. The only time I remembered like wanting to buy something because I thought it was gonna be good, and then I heard it was not good. It was Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, I got it. It sucked. I enjoyed it, but it was so repetitive.
Like
After like 2 hours, you've done everything.
I felt freaking hyped for it, and then I decided not to get it, and not because they had told me already, but I went with Call of Duty, and then I heard that
played it at my place, right? A little bit, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and I think that's why I felt it was repetitive, but like I think that's like the only game that I really wanted to play, and it was not.
Turns out you didn't like it.
Yeah, but a game that I didn't want to play and I liked a lot, I guess it would be Persona 5.
Yeah, I figured.
But not because
you and Jesus.
I
convinced Jesus to get Persona, even though I didn't have and never have owned the PlayStation, besides PlayStation 2. I'm like, dude, you're gonna fucking love it. Trust me. He's like, I don't know. And like, about 2-3 weeks later, he's like, hey Eddie, it was on sale. I can't stop playing.
The reason I say that, like, I like RPGs and like all those types of games.
It just seems overwhelming because it's a time management as well.
It's because I didn't really know what Persona was. I thought it was like this game where it's just I thought it was gonna be like some violent game where it's about all these like bad things happening, and it kind of gave me that vibe when I started it because it asks you, "Are you sure you want to play this game?" Because this is not a game you're gonna end up in a happy place or something like that. It tells you right in the beginning of the game. And it asks you to sign, and I was like, "This shit sounds weird as fuck." But
am I gonna get depressed in this game?
Yeah, it's just kind of like a show. I've seen that. It's just to get you hyped, but it makes sense. At least like depending on the culture, because it doesn't come from like Japan.
Yeah.
It talks about a lot of dark stuff, like at least from a bit of a playthrough I saw about suicide, sexual harassment, rape, and all this kind of stuff.
And that's why I thought it was gonna be like something I wouldn't like, because it felt like from what I knew about it, it kind of sounded like very dark. I had never seen how it played or anything, but I remember I just bought it randomly and I started it because I knew it was hyped. And I was like,
dude, and the music, oh my god.
I heard the intro and I was like, I fell in love with this. And then the signature part came out, I was like, hey, that's weird. Like my heart was like, this is weird as fuck. But then I started playing it, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. So I think that's a specific game I would pick.
Dude, the music, just because I was watching a playthrough of a streamer, and he's like, I don't think I'm gonna fucking like this. I've been putting it off. I thought it was gonna be garbage. I don't know if you've ever seen the streamer. His name's Cole Carnage. And fast forward like half a year later or whatever, he's like, this is one of the best games I've ever played. And I was like, huh, interesting. The only thing that stuck with me while watching the playthrough is the music. It's really freaking cool music.
Oh,
very unique.
Eddie, I can answer your hate question of something you thought I liked but I hated. Not with a game, but with anime. People kept telling me The Promised Neverland was going to be really good. Then I watched it and I was like, this shit's not as good as everybody thought. And then
Did you finish?
No, because I was like, this is not as
So
good
there
as
you
everybody
go.
wanted, as everybody told me.
It's a
to.
very slow. I remember you. Saying that it's a very slow start. Like I understand, I get it. I think you should at least give it the benefit of doubt and actually finishing the season. But it literally takes like 8 episodes to start getting good.
I don't
Which
remember how
kinda
many I
sucks,
watched, but yeah.
Because the whole time it just seems like a kid, not like necessarily a kids show, but like a feel good show where they're just traveling and going deeper and deeper, right? And it just seems kind of slow and boring.
For Promised Neverland,
Oh, I'm so
I know what
confused.
you're
No,
switching to. You're talking about
I just I just have it so much in my head that you did not want to try that fucking anime. I'm thinking about fucking Made in the Abyss.
I can say that about the anime too, but I knew I was talking about My Promised Neverland. But I knew when you
I got
talked
them
about going in,
confused.
I was like, he's literally talking about Made in the Abyss, even though I didn't say
It's
it.
just so stuck in my head that you're like, oh, I fucking hated them. And then I asked you, how many episodes did you watch? Like 3. I was like, bro, okay, fine, 3. But I told you specifically for that anime, it's gonna take you like 5 or 6, and then after that, you don't like it. That's fine, because it is a really, really slow start.
No, because for
But it's
Promised
just
Neverland, I
so
watched like
ingrained in
8,
my
I
head.
think, or maybe 5. I don't
Yeah, no,
know.
that one is good if you go into it not knowing what to expect.
I think
So
I think if
I
it wasn't
think that
like
might have
that,
been
maybe
the
I would have
issue with
kept
you.
watching. Yeah, like if there's
Yeah.
animes where like I would have watched them and thought they were like either like good or like
Okay.
not bad. If people didn't tell me like, yo, this anime,
Oh,
it's
you need to
fucking
watch it. It's
awesome.
fucking good.
Like you gotta watch it. It's fucking crazy. And then I watched it and I'm like, yo,
Eh.
this shit was like, I don't know, just an average anime I watch every season.
Yeah. The thing, I think that's the main part with like a bunch of like quote unquote good animes. Like for that one, I watched it without knowing what it was. I just remember I was like, oh, I think this was the one that one of our friends recommended as the Yang.
Mhm.
And he was like, dude, I've read the manga for this. Check it out. When it comes out, it's really good. That's all he said. I was like, okay. He didn't tell me. He didn't hype it. He's like, I recommend it highly. That's it. That's all he said. And I came in not expecting anything big. And then the shock value hits because I didn't know what to expect. I was like, oh, wow. I want to see what happens next. And then I kept watching. I was like, it's okay. But it was like, it's like that big shock value that got me. And I liked it. Same thing with Made in the Abyss. It's like it's super slow. I was like, oh, it seems like a slice of life or just like a nice sweet ad. Oh my god, what the fuck did I just watch? Kind of deal.
But with that being said, we'll transition to the third topic, which is one of our new things that we're doing today, I guess. So Eric brought us with a survey that he wants us to do, which we're gonna.
Hold on. Before
Oh,
that,
go ahead.
let me just answer real quick my questions. A game I thought I liked but I actually hated. Sim Builder, SimCity. Like I like those, like SimCity or I forgot what the newest one's called.
Is it just Sims?
No, Civilization. I fucking love Civilization, but no. Give me a second here. Library. It's where you build and manage cities. I forgot. There's another one that came
Skyscraper or
out.
something?
Maybe.
I think I know which one
Can you
you're
help me out,
talking
Eric?
about,
Eric?
but I don't know.
I know,
it's bugging me now, sorry.
1880 or something.
No, I'll tell you right now. It is called City Skylines. There you go. And those kind of games, I always had the feeling that I liked them, but for whatever reason, I play it and I can only play back for an hour. I'm like, I'm done. This is boring. And then vice versa, a game that I thought I was gonna fucking hate, but I love, are the Souls-like games. Because growing up, I hated dying in the games. I just freaking hated like dying over and over and over. This is hard. I can't get over this. And one time, Dark Souls 1 was free for like when Xbox was first doing the free game a month for the 360 when it first started. One of the games was Dark Souls 1. And I tried it. And I was like, oh, I was like, finally, I made it. I made it to a different part of the map, but I don't have any potions. I don't have anything, and it's a boss fight. Fuck this, right? So I gave up. And years later, another friend of ours convinced me, like, hey, get this game. Dark Souls 3 is gonna come out. Get it. I'll play with you. And cue to me having close to 300 hours in the game.
Damn, boy.
So I ended up liking them. It was fun. Well, back to the main subject of Eric's topic.
When you said that, it just made me think of, because I watch Trash Taste, and they always do like, oh, brought to you by the sponsor, and then they do like all the sponsor talk, which hopefully eventually we'll have. And then at the very end, they'll be like, well, back to you, back to this episode. And then they just like completely switch everything again to back to what they were doing. But it's they're filmed like completely at separate times. So they literally just like back to this episode.
Logitech, hit us up.
Logitech. But Eric brought us a survey. It's a gaming survey, and he wants us to do it. He already did it. So me and Eddie are gonna do it right now, and then we're gonna talk about it. So first question is what gender you are. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Slow down. I need to see your face as well while I do this. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
What is your gender?
What is your gender? And then how old are you? Okay. In a typical week, about how many days do you spend at least 30 minutes playing a video game?
67 days.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but that's pretty much, even with my thing, I think I spent at least 1 hour playing with you guys. But you consider yourself to be a casual gamer, core, mid-core gamer, hardcore gamer. What does it even mean? You dabble in games, sessions, core, mid-gamer. You regularly play video games but not super serious or competitive. Hardcore, you have high-end equipment and play serious. I think I have high-end equipment, but I do not play serious or competitive. I'll go with mid. What did you put, Eddie?
Mid.
Okay. Which of these platforms you should play games on? Console, PC, headset, the old smartphone, handheld, or VR? PC.
And handheld. I don't do it as often anymore, but I used to do a lot of handheld. That's all.
Play Summoners.
Summoner.
Nah. Oh yeah. So smartphone and tablet. You still play that game?
Yeah. I just collect. That's all I do. Collect. I don't even fight people.
Oh.
Just log in every day, just collect.
Yeah. The next question says, "What recent games have you played?" I was like, I'm gonna type in Valheim. It's not gonna work. It actually pulls up, Eddie. Divinity. I can't even spell Divinity. Divinity. Instant 2. Wait, how do you spell it? Divinity. Oh, it's Divinity Origin, right? Or what is it called?
Divinity Original Sin.
Oh,
2.
because no wonder it's not coming up. Original.
And then for me, Neo.
And third game. I don't know. What else have I played? No, I'll just leave with 2 games. I can't remember a third one.
You can put Minecraft.
No, it's too long. I played another game before that, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Are you currently playing any web/mobile tablet games? No.
Wait, hold on. I did something wrong here. Huh?
Huh?
Hold on, let me do this again. It just gave me a bunch of weird numbers when I clicked on stuff.
Well, like you click on it and then they'll put the name and then the ID. Just leave it like that.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that earlier, so this is right. Okay.
Fine, I'll put Minecraft just because you're...
Are you playing current any web, mobile, or tablet games? What was it called? Summoners War?
That was a long time ago, Eddie.
Well, I mean...
These are you currently playing it, Eddie?
I'm not playing any though.
So then you just leave it up.
Oh, wait. What is the one that we played recently for the VR?
Oh, you're gonna put AFK?
AFK.
I don't know if it'll come out. Oh, Kron, Attack of the Squirrels. So Eric, my friend, got a VR set. He got the Quest 2, and we were playing AFK. Essentially, you're a squirrel and you take away his nuts, and he's a tree.
He's a tree. Yeah, you gotta.
I forgot. I didn't say that part. Are there any other games you enjoyed playing recently? No.
I was playing Rogue Legacy 2.
I don't know, man. That's too many games right now. I don't remember.
I won't count Hollow Knight, Grand Theft Auto 5, and XCOM 2.
I don't know. I'll put Factorial, I guess. I don't remember any other games. I know I've played other games.
Oh, Nick, we need to play Satisfactory. They had a big update, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to play it. I have it in the other store though. I don't have it on Steam.
Yeah, I have it on Epic.
Yeah.
Did they give it for free or what?
On Epic, I bought it.
Yeah. How important are the following game elements and activities to you when you play video games?
Pretending that I am someone somewhere else, and
discovering offbeat or unconventional ways to play the game.
Mine says taking on difficult challenges that may take many tries to succeed. Very important. Dominating other players.
Taking on difficult challenges.
Other players.
Becoming as powerful as possible.
Taking on difficult challenges that may take many tries to succeed. That's kind of important.
Playing the game at the highest difficulty.
Getting every possible star, unlocking the game. I don't give a shit.
Having many customization, colors, styles, skins, and options.
That's easy. Getting to know all the main characters and their backstories. Don't give a shit.
Completing all possible missions and achievements of the game. Very important.
Acquiring powerful weapons and artifacts. Somewhat important.
Give a shit.
Somewhat important.
Characters with interesting backstories and personalities. Extremely important.
Taking the time to practice and master a game. Not at all important.
Look, this one's really cool, but I like learning about all this stuff, but I never play it like that. Discovering offbeat or unconventional ways to play the game. You know, in Divinity, how you can have telekinesis to pull things from far away. Mm-hmm. That's an actual build that you can do to beat the game.
Yeah.
They nerfed it a bit because it was bad, but if you fill the chest with a bunch of stuff, it adds more weight, and you just make sure the chest doesn't have any health. Yeah, and then pop, instantly kills them.
Make an effort to get every collectible item in the game. Don't give a shit. Playing the game at the highest level of difficulty. Yeah, somewhat important, I guess. Not really.
Making an effort to get every collectible. Very important.
Becoming as powerful as possible. I mean, I don't go look up online how powerful people get, so I guess I'll just put it at slightly important. Dominating other players. I am a casual gamer. I'm not freaking trying to destroy people.
For the next session, how much do you enjoy the following game elements and activities?
Completing all possible missions and achievements in the game.
Enjoy a lot.
Not the same one you asked me already? Not at all important.
Competing with other players. Enjoy somewhat. Gameplay with lots of blood and gore. Enjoy somewhat.
Accumulating large amounts of in-game resources and currency. I mean, depending on the game, if it's a resource management game, then I care.
You know which game I'm looking forward to? I don't know if you guys seen it. I forgot what it's called, but it's about you being a super villain and trying to protect your villain hideout.
I haven't heard.
Evil Genius 2.
Interesting. Pretending that I am someone / somewhere else.
It's a base builder, but it looks pretty cool.
What is this, D&D? Do I care if it's a D&D game? Pretending that I am someone / somewhere else?
If you start doing Naruto signs and you're pretending to be someone else.
If you're what?
Like,
you start doing Naruto.
You know all the Naruto signs. You still remember. I still know a couple that you freaking taught me.
Characters with interesting backstories. Nope. How much do you
Going up against other players in duels or matches, Nick likes that a lot.
Competing with other players, I love this a lot. Helping other players, I love this a lot. Gameplay with lots of blood and gore, I love this a lot. Blowing things up, I like this a lot. Gameplay with constant action and excitement. I like this a lot. I think I broke the website. Oh, JK is still working.
Blowing things up, enjoy a lot.
Gameplay that requires careful decision making. I care about this a lot, depending on the game though. Not in Call of Duty. But
Like Civilization and those kind of games.
yeah. Working towards a common goal with other players? Oh, that's pretty fun. Game that is fast paced and intense. I guess it depends.
How often do you do the following things when you play video games?
What's considered a gameplay that is fast paced and intense? Is that Call of Duty?
Devil May Cry.
I guess.
Huh?
Devil May Cry is chaotic, yeah.
I don't know. I've never played Devil May Cry.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 5. Or 4.
What? Is that freaking... Isn't that just like Naruto fighting?
Yeah, but if you're good, it's like fast paced.
Yeah, Eric can never beat me in those Naruto games.
Damn, Russ hang on the shit out of
Eddie, I never let Eddie
It's the
touch
other way around.
the ground in the Naruto games.
Nah, it's not that bad. It's not that
Being
bad. It's not
embarrassed.
that bad. Out of every 10 games we play, I win 2, okay?
If I get Rock Lee, it's over. It's over. Too
Using
fast.
guns and explosives?
Who would I play? Sasuke or Itachi, right?
Yeah.
Somewhat. Gameplay that requires long-term planning and strategy. I enjoy those.
Oh, and then I would do Naruto's dad a lot too. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Grouping with other players? I love grouping with other players. It's multiplayer games. Gameplay that requires quick reaction times? I don't know. Somewhat. Going up against other players in duels or matches? Yeah, I like being a shit out of people. Being an agent of chaos and destruction? I think I'd be a little, not a lot.
I think I'm done because I got something that says want to help game companies make new games.
Oh, I haven't made it there. Taking on the role of another character / person.
Should I leave my email? What do you think, Eric?
Do you get a lot of spam mail from
I
me?
didn't have it. I didn't do that. Did you get the little... What's it called? Does it tell you what type of gamer you are?
No, it says skip and see my profile.
Put that.
Okay, I haven't made it. I'm at 83. Taking on the role of another character / person. It's somewhat enjoyable, I guess. I don't know. How often do you do the following things when you play video games? Study other players to improve my own gameplay. Hell nah! Primarily focus on increasing your stats and level. Yeah. Experimenting with objects in the world to see what happens. Sometimes. Put a lot of thought and effort into the character.
What did you get, Eric?
Not yet. I have to finish.
Wait for Nick. Wait for Nick.
Gosh, I need so impatient. Put a lot of thought and effort into character creation process. Sometimes.
Yeah, I might have been a little bit different if I would have taken my time doing this because I was kind of hurrying up.
Try out many different things to test what game worlds let me do. Sometimes. Explore the game world just for the sake of exploring it. Rarely.
I always do that. I go through every corner of the map.
Me too.
Put considerable time into customizing my characters, cities, and spaceships. Never. Skip and see my profile. Alright, I got mine. Let's start with Eric. Since me and Eddie have just been talking.
When I did it, which was like 2 days ago or 3, I got what's it called? Gladiator / bounty hunter.
Wait, what is that?
I'm a gladiator / bounty hunter.
Oh.
So I'm a gladiator for dedicated hardcore gaming, a bounty hunter, high octane solo world exploration. So I like to explore a lot.
I think that's what I would have gotten a bit more, but like I'll tell you mine. I got just gladiator, dedicated hardcore gaming. Gladiators are competitive gamers who are most likely to identify as hardcore, and they want games to engage them using a broad spectrum of features. They are looking for an epic, skill-based experience in the games they play.
They didn't give you a secondary thing?
No.
You're just a gladiator.
Mine, I don't know if I agree with it. Says Skirmisher. Your primary dominant player type is Skirmisher. Skirmishers want fast-paced team arenas that are accessible and easy to jump into. They're highly spontaneous gamers who dislike games that require thinking and planning. I don't know. I do like to play a lot with people, but we do play a lot of like games where you have to. Well, I guess not a lot.
Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork, but think about what the fuck you're doing. And in the gamer motivation profile, it says analytical, relaxed, social, grounded, and practical.
Where's that part?
If you just scroll under. On top of the graph.
I'm driven.
Oh,
Your
okay.
profile consists of your present time across a board game.
Action-oriented, driven, independent, deeply immersed, and creative. I got it.
Where are you seeing this?
Under, so it has your quanta gamer type. By the way, for everybody not here, this is a survey. Where do you find this? I don't know. It's a very long ass URL. apps.quantafoundry.com/survey/start/gamer profile.
Pretty sure you can just put the .com part. And that's it.
apps.quanticfoundry.com.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can find it under literally it says your gamer type, and then underneath it there's a little graph, and then on top of that it says your gamer motivation profile.
It just says driven.
Oh, it just says driven? Oh,
that's it.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Mine's like 2, 3, 4, 5 things. But in my little graph it just has like mainly like action and social, and that's everything.
Oh my god. Mine's almost all of it except social. It's like at 32.
Well,
which I knew. I don't.
Yeah, I would have to take this again and seriously sit down and think about it, because I was kind of in a hurry to get this through. But I honestly think I will probably get something more like what Eric does, or got. Sorry.
Then tells you like what type of games you would probably like. At the end, I don't know if it was at the end. It shows you like games that they would recommend you to play. I don't see it. Show popular game.
Yeah, it doesn't show that for mine. Click on video game recommendations.
Yeah, show popular games.
Where you have the little chart kind of at the top, Eddie. It says video game recommendations. And then it shows you games that they recommend you playing, like depending on what you get, I guess. And Devil May Cry 5 is one of the ones they recommended me. Which
mine says Arma 3, Rust, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Already played that game. Counter-Strike. I've never actually played Counter-Strike. Dota. I've played it before. Team Fight Tactics. That's just League, right? Clash Royale. I think that's a mobile game.
I think so.
Rocket League. I actually like to play Rocket League.
This seems pretty fair.
Age of Empires 2. I actually like playing Age of Empires. I mean, I haven't played in a while, but. And then Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's the first games that come up here.
So would you say you agree with what the profile says?
I mean, I've never played Arma 3. I'd probably play Rust, considering we've been playing like pretty much sandbox games. I think that's what Rust is, right, Eddie?
Yes.
No, like
yes.
Survival sandbox. PlayerUnknown's what you have ever been playing. Counter-Strike never played it.
Sorry, it's more it's survival, but it's a lot more competitive than most sandboxes.
I guess it's just like a lot of these games I haven't played. Out of the 10 that are given, like I've only played like 3.
I've played most of the ones that I've been given, or at least like if they're a franchise, I want like a few of them. I've played some Final Fantasies. I played Final Fantasy 13, which was my introduction to Final Fantasy. I did 15. That's the one with all the guys, right?
Yeah. I liked more because it was a bit more action oriented. But
yeah,
story wise, I wasn't a fan though.
Yeah, I prefer turn based personally.
The turn-based I liked was Persona 5.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy 13 was similar.
Yeah.
It's this year. Call of Duty, League of Legends.
I played the Tomb Raider series.
Tom Clancy, RimWorld. I haven't played it, but I want to. Ark Survival appears here.
Hell yeah.
Like 30 on the list. Apex, Path of Exile. We played it with Fortnite. Played that. I mean, I guess I agree with some of them. But
I
yet
mostly
again,
wanted to see what Nick's
what
Nick
mine would say.
get, because every time I say I like to play single player games, Nick is like, "Fuck single
that.
player games.
Yeah.
If I can't play with someone else, then the game sucks." So I was like, I need to see what he gets. And it was funny listening to his responses.
You're like, this is bullshit.
But I guess that's pretty much everything we got. You guys got any last minute things?
No, sir.
All right, well, I guess that's it for this podcast. Catch y'all on the next save point, and let us know what y'all thought about me being the host, and what, like, I don't know if you'll try we'll put a link to this.
suck.
We'll put a link to the survey, and y'all try it and let us know what y'all get. But bye, everybody.
Later.
Peace.